Welcome Primary 4, Miss Alaa Sharif is with you. Today we will talk about part 3 from lesson 2 which is called Human Respiratory System. What is the meaning of respiration? Do you remember? Obtains energy from burning of digested food. Okay, structure of respiratory system: nose, nose, pharynx, trachea, two bronchi, two lungs, diaphragm. Okay, the structure of the nose, it's lined with mucus layer and hair. What is the function of mucus layer and hair? To filter the air from dust and microbes. And we thought that the nose contains blood capillaries, and this is the blood capillaries. What is the function of the blood capillaries? To warm the air before entering the two lungs. Okay, and pharynx, it's a common cavity between the digestive system and the respiratory system, and its function is to pass the air from the nose to trachea. And the trachea, it contains incomplete cartilaginous rings, and this is incomplete cartilaginous rings. What is the function of the cartilaginous rings? To make trachea open all the time, and trachea lined with cilia, and this is cilia to eject up any strange object. And trachea, at its top there is larynx and epiglottis. And the function of epiglottis, it closes trachea during swallowing food to prevent the food to enter trachea. Okay, and from the bottom, okay, the trachea branched or divided into two tubes called two bronchi. Okay, the two lungs are located in thoracic cavity or your chest. Okay, and the two lungs surrounded with or by reps. Okay, and each lung contains bronchus, and this is bronchus, and the bronchus divided into bronchioles, and the bronchioles into is what? Alveoli. What is the function of alveoli? Okay, exchange of gases or gases exchange. Gases exchange. Okay, and alveoli, surrounded by blood capillaries. So gases exchange happens or occurs between alveoli and the blood capillaries around alveoli. Okay. After that, we talked about diaphragm. What is the structure of diaphragm? Separates thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. Okay, this is the diaphragm, and its function to help in inhalation and exhalation process. Today we are going to talk about what is the meaning of inhalation process and exhalation process. Okay, inhalation process, the definition or the meaning of inhalation process. Inhalation process, it is a process by which the air rich in oxygen enters the two lungs through the nose. So inhalation means that the oxygen gas enters the two lungs through the nose. Okay, try to inhale. Huh? This is the oxygen enters the two lungs through the nose. Okay, so when the oxygen gets to your lungs from your nose, this is called inhalation process. Okay, what happens with diaphragm, your diaphragm muscle, when or during inhalation process? Okay, your diaphragm muscle contracts and moves down. As you can see in this picture, this is your diaphragm. Okay, so during inhalation process, your diaphragm contracts and moves down. Okay, what happens with your reps? Where is your reps primary for? This is your reps. Okay, during inhalation process, your reps moves upwards. Okay, so again, during inhalation process, your diaphragm muscle contracts and moves down, contracts and moves down. Okay, and your reps move upwards, move upwards. Try to inhale, try to enter the oxygen inside your lungs. Your diaphragm contracts and moves down, and your reps move upwards. Okay, what about your thoracic cavity or your chest? Of course, your chest or your thoracic cavity becomes large to make the oxygen enter the two lungs. Okay, so during inhalation process, what happens? Diaphragm contracts and moves down, your reps move upwards, and your thoracic cavity becomes large. Okay. During exhalation process, what is the meaning of exhalation process? The carbon dioxide and the water vapor, okay, gets outside the two lungs. So when your carbon dioxide and water vapor gets outside from the two lungs, This is called exhalation. Exhalation, okay? Try to exhale, okay? Okay, try to get the carbon dioxide and water vapor outside the two lungs. Okay, what happens with your diaphragm? This is your diaphragm. Your diaphragm during exhalation process relaxes and moves up. Relaxes and moves up. What about your reps? Okay, your reps move downward. Wards. Your reps move downwards. Okay, so during exhalation, your diaphragm muscle relaxes and moves up, and your reps move downwards, move downwards. Okay, what about thoracic cavity? Your thoracic cavity during exhalation, okay, becomes narrow. Why? To make carbon dioxide and water vapor gets outside from your lungs. So again, what is the difference between inhalation process and exhalation? Inhalation means the oxygen gas enters the two lungs through your nose, but exhalation means the carbon dioxide or the air reach in the carbon dioxide and water vapor gets outside the two lungs. Okay, during inhalation process, your diaphragm contracts and moves down. During exhalation, your diaphragm relaxes and moves up. During inhalation, your reps moves upwards. During exhalation, your reps move downwards. Okay. During inhalation, okay, the thoracic cavity becomes large, but during exhalation process, your thoracic cavity becomes narrow. Okay. Let's know the exchange of gases or gases exchange. Okay, we said before that exchange of gases occurs where between alveoli and the blood capillaries around it. So exchange of gases occurs between alveoli and blood capillaries around it. Okay, and we said that this is the alveoli and this is the blood capillaries, and exchange of gases means that the blood carries oxygen from the alveoli to the all parts of the body, and also carries carbon dioxide from all parts of the body to the alveoli to get the carbon dioxide out of your lungs during exhalation. Okay. Okay, how can you keep the respiratory system healthy? Number one, avoid being in a crowded or a poor ventilated places. Okay, avoid being in a crowded places or poor ventilated places. When you enter a room, you should open the window, okay, to let the air get into and get out your room. So avoid being in a crowded or a poor ventilated places. Number two, keeping of keeping off the severe cold or the very cold air. Okay, keeping off from the very cold air. Okay, number three, eat fruits rich in vitamin C like orange and guava to protect you from cold. If you have a cold flu, you must eat fruits rich in vitamin C. Number four, stop smoking and stop being near to smokers. Why? Because it causes cancer. So how to keep your respiratory system healthy? Avoid being in a crowded places or a poor ventilated places. To open your window in any room you go inside. Okay, you go inside. And number two, keeping off the very cold air. Number three, eat fruits rich in vitamin C to protect you from cold. And number four, stop smoking and stop being near smokers because it causes cancer. Okay, what will happen blow exhaled air if you blow exhaled air in a cup that contains lime water? In lime water we bring it from the lab, okay, from the science lab, and this is its color is like the color of water. This is clear, okay. When you blow exhaled air in the cup contains lime water, the lime water will turn turbid. What is the meaning of turbid? Milky or cloudy. Look at this picture, turn it like this, okay. So this is means that exhaled air contains carbon dioxide because the lime water will turn milky or cloudy or turbid. Okay, the same meanings. Okay, try to blow exhaled air on a mirror. Okay, surface. Okay, water droplets like these water droplets are formed on the mirror. Why? Because exhaled air contains water vapor. So when you blow exhaled air on a mirror, the droplets of water are formed because of the water vapor. So here we conclude that the exhaled air contains carbon dioxide and carbon and contains water vapor. Carbon dioxide and water vapor. Thank you for listening, Primary 4. Miss Alec Sharif was with you. Okay, goodbye.